Hello, I'm the Renegade Gamer, and I welcome you to my channel. Final Fantasy VII has just dropped a trailer a couple hours ago. I've rewatched this trailer, I don't know how many times already, but I've noticed quite a few things within it that I want to go over. But I am just going to let the trailer play out for the first time so y'all can just see it, and then I'm going to rewind it, and then I'm going to go through a couple of things I saw here and there that I found of interest. So, without further ado, here you go. That's actually wrong, but sorry. Alright, now here you go.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
You think he's a keeper?
Oh my god.
This couldn't have been us.
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor.
Help me!
Okay, so first off, I am grateful that this damn remake has a release date. March 3rd, 2020. Perfect. Okay. Enough time to get in hype, and it's not as far off as you think it is. It's already June, so you're looking at about 9 months. That's not as far off. It's not a bad idea to generate hype now. We will find out more later today at the E3 conference. But yeah, this was dropped now. So here, we are going to go back to the very beginning. And I'm going to be pressing pause a lot because I got stuff to talk about. First off, this, of course, is the iconic shot from the case showing Cloud in front of the Shinra building. You can also clearly see the materia in his blade. That's one of the clearest shots we've ever had of it. Cloud looks great in this from the back angle. It really does mirror the shot quite well. It's slightly off kilter just a bit, but it still looks very good. So, next scene.
These sewer rats.
Our first look at Heidegger and his voice. I like the voice so far. Granted, we only had one line spoken from him. So, Mr. Gahaha, or is it Gaha? Mr. Gahaha, here is doing pretty well. We also get our first shot of President Shinra, which we don't get a full shot. We just get his arm and a little bit of his face and the ear. I do enjoy, if you look in the background and the back there, you can also see the Shinra symbol right behind it. Attention to details, what I always like. It also looks like Heidegger's jacket is well defined and everything else, so.
Appear to call themselves.
One other thing, Heidegger has a scar across his eye, which is something that I don't ever recall being in the in the original. So, something to take note. Over here, you can see more of President Shinra. The camera is panning over just slightly. Okay, so right here, I want you to pay close attention to down in the right-hand corner where it has the names. I'm going to be doing a lot of pausing here because to showcase this a little bit. Okay, so right now, as you can see, Cloud's doing 36 points of damage. So let's go to the next shot. Alright. If you'll notice, as he attacks, the limit bar down here is continuously building up. That is exactly how it should be in the original game. It did the same thing. His limit is now full. Barrett's will be building up as well, as we see. The big thing down here I want you to notice, though, is the ATB bar. For the longest time, I wasn't sure what these two bars were. I wasn't sure if they were stock or not. I'm still not 100% certain what these bars. It looks like these bars are used basically like stock for special moves. The thing is, I'm not sure if it's required stock with limit, or if it's a required stock with their triangle move. The reason I say that is because there's something later in this video that contradicts it being with the triangle move. So I'm not 100% certain yet. Anyway. There. See right there? His ATB bar was building up as he attacked, as Barrett. Also, as you notice, there's a whole string of gunfire going up. It's doing individual damage that's adding up. Cloud's bar doesn't seem to be filling up much. Alright, now that final attack seemed to just zoom the ATB bar all the way forward. Unfortunately, I can't really go backwards, so I hope y'all caught that. So just so you know, it does look like there is going to be some... I know this isn't the most in-depth analysis of it, but what I'm stating here is that it looks like a lot of the buildup is done through natural attacks to get your ATB bar up, which I'm guessing will allow you to hit the command menu. That's my guess, is that will allow you to hit the command menu. Now, what's in the command menu, we know from the previous trailers, you have like a Braver and Potion and probably whatever materia that you can acquire at the moment. That's my best guess of what ATB bar actually is going to be doing here. You also notice that his limit is building as he attacks. There, see, the limit moved up on Cloud. It's quite a bit. Also, this is... I can't remember the damn enemy's name. But if I recall right, he appeared in, I think it was in Union, I think. Anyways, car-like monster, which I don't remember the name of, unfortunately. That's a better shot of him right there. Also, Barrett is back there in the corner where he's getting all burned up to hell at the moment. And you can also clearly see that Cloud has block up there, which seems to be half in the damage. Meaning that block doesn't completely doesn't block everything, but it basically works like defend. Now, I don't know what button the block would be on your controller, because as you can see, we have triangle is punish, square is attack, and circle is your command button. So my only guess would be on your remote, it would be maybe the R1 button as that. But it also seems that R1 would be used for lock-on. So I'm not 100% certain. The only button we haven't got a use for yet is X. And X seems like an odd button to have as a guard button. But, you know, whatever. So anyway, let's continue. Once again, you can see that the attacks are adding up. You also see the critical right there is 8. And there's Barrett in the background. He's starting to fire as well.
You think he's a keeper?
Jesse looks great, by the way. Ah, shoot, I missed it. Alright, a couple of things there I completely missed. And it's hard to go back right now without screwing it up. If I do, basically, the entire video it will take like 30 minutes to reload for me. You had a clear shot of Barrett's tattoo there. Also, you can see where the materia was. There is another shot later where you kind of get his materia. It's at about 35 seconds. So I'm going to try to catch it there. Great action shot from there. You can see that he was a pull-up of overcharge. I still can't tell if the triangle attack has anything to do over here with any of this miss, or if it's just a heavy attack. From what I can tell, it looks like a heavy attack, but I'm not 100% certain. Let's see. Scorpion boss from the first fight, or first reactor, of course. We've seen this boss quite a few times. We get a little bit more of an extended coverage on it in this one. Two, three. Right here. If you notice on the side of Barrett's Gatling gun right here, you can see where the materia would probably be slotted with that little circle right there. Nothing really else to comment on that part.
This couldn't have been.
This is obviously right after the Migger explosion scene. But the thing is, I'm not sure why they don't think it isn't them. I mean, they just blew up the reactor. So I'm not sure what the hell they're talking about here.
Us.
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor.
Okay, so Eris here. I don't know what's going on with Eris. I don't know why she seems to be panicking and freaking out. I do have a theory, but nothing substantial to go with it. So,
Help me!
as you can see, Cloud already has a flower in his thing, meaning that I'm guessing he already accepted it from her. Okay, so here's my theory about what's going on in this sequence. My theory is that she says, help me, and then all these things start pushing out. The only thing that there's two things that make remotely sense in this to me. One of them is the reunion. But I've never seen a reunion done. Like, the only thing that correlates with that with me about the reunion thing here is that these things look like in cloaks, and you'll see that in a second. The other thing is that the other option is one I'm kind of leaning more towards, is that she says, help me. I'm thinking that she's hearing the voices of the planet, but I'm not sure about what this touching of Cloud, what this is releasing exactly. Maybe the voices of the planet manifest, or the voices of darkness. Not darkness. I'm not sure what the hell's going on here, is what I'm getting at. Right there. You can clearly see that it's a dark cloak figure, and that's the only reason I would think that it has anything to do with the reunion that is in the game. But if that's true, then that means that the reunion is being referenced to way earlier than was. I mean, the earliest reference we had in the original game is when Eris and Cloud are together, and this guy are the This Guy Are Sick scene, where she goes in and they're talking about the guy with the tattoo. But this is way earlier, so I'm not sure what the hell this is. I don't know. I mean, like I said, the voices of the planet's the thing that pops to mind, but the visual speaks of the reunion, so I'm not really sure yet. And of course, we get the logo, and we have the release date coming up. So yeah, that's all I really got to share with y'all. Like I said, I did have... Wow, that was loud. It is available worldwide. It's going to be on the PS4 right now. The thing is that I don't know if this is only going to be on the PS4. So far, it looks that way. I don't know if it's a time exclusive, or if it's going to be on Xbox One, if it's going to turn up on PC. I would guess that it would eventually get on Xbox One and PC. But it does look like it's going to come out on PS4 first. So that was something that I still wasn't sure about. I was waiting for more confirmation. Well, here's the confirmation. So overall, I thought this was a pretty good trailer. It did clarify a few things for me within the combat. Also, like I said, we got some cool shots. Saw Heidegger for the first time. We also heard a little bit. We heard more dialogue from Barrett. I think his voice work is doing very much better, or not very much better. I think it fits. I know I complained a little bit about the last time, but I think it fits. This Barrett. We also heard Jesse, Wedge, and Biggs briefly. They sounded fine. Cloud actually didn't speak, as far as I recall. And then we heard "Help Me" from Eris. And like I said in the last video, I think the voice fits. So we'll be having Square will be having coverage later on today. I will be watching that, and whenever they get the video dropped and everything else, as soon as I have access to it on YouTube, I will go through the video again and showcase it. So I do hope that you've enjoyed. I do hope that hopefully I showed you something within this video that maybe you didn't see or know about. If you got your own theories about the hell's going on with the shadowy figure that's circling Harrison Cloud, please leave your theories in the comments, and let's get a discussion going on what the hell we might speculate this to be. Because I am curious. I am genuinely curious about what the fuck that is. But anyway, I'm the Renegade Gamer. I hope that you have enjoyed. Y'all take it easy, and I'll catch you next time.